Kavita Jain is an average Indian female living in Gurgaon, a suburb of New Delhi. She's 40 years, her husband works in an MNC, and they have two beautiful children. She led a healthy life. But when she was only 27, after her first pregnancy, she was diagnosed with diabetes. She had to continue monitoring herself, and during her second pregnancy, she needed higher doses of insulin. Kavita Jain is one of the millions of people in India who have diabetes. This increases her risk of heart disease, stroke, and a whole host of other problems.
Everybody knows that diabetes means an increase in sugar. Today, let us try and understand how and why does someone get diabetes. Welcome to Doctors on Call. Diabetes is caused when there's too much sugar or glucose in the body. Our body is designed to process the sugar we eat so that it can enter our cells and provide us with energy. We need energy for everything we do, from breathing to sleeping to running. When we eat food, the food is broken down by our stomach and intestines into glucose. This glucose is then absorbed and enters our bloodstream so it can go to all the cells of the body. For the glucose to be absorbed, we need insulin. Now, insulin is a hormone produced by the pancreas, and insulin is what makes the sugar enter our cells. Think of it like a key to open a lock. The key is insulin that allows the glucose to enter our cells so it can be used to give energy. Now, if you have diabetes, either your body is not making enough insulin or the body is not able to use the insulin properly. As a result, you get too much sugar that stays in the blood and causes a whole lot of problems. There are two types of diabetes which people call as type 1 and type 2. In type 1 diabetes, your body produces little or no insulin and the only treatment is taking insulin. It is more common in children and young adults. Type 2 diabetes is more common and your body is not able to use the insulin correctly. This is also called insulin resistance. In Indians, increased abdominal fat and genetic tendency increases the chance of having diabetes too, especially when there's a family history of the disease. In both these cases, your glucose increases, and if it is not controlled, it can lead to serious medical problems.
Both my parents are diabetic, and so I knew when I was feeling excessive thirst and feeling tired all the time that something was definitely wrong. At that point, I was overweight and I had no control over my diet. So when I went to the doctor, obviously I was diagnosed with diabetes and he put me on insulin and medication.
If one of your parents has diabetes, you have a 20% chance of getting diabetes. But if both your parents are diabetic, that increases the risk to 50%.
In fact, most of the people don't even know that they have diabetes. So what are the early signs that you have to watch out for?
Frequent urination. As the body tries to remove the extra glucose, you end up urinating more. As you urinate more, you feel dehydrated and feel more thirsty, hence increasing your thirst. Unexplained weight loss, increased hunger, fatigue, numbness in the hands or feet, and slow healing wounds. In women, especially those who have a family history of diabetes, may develop diabetes during pregnancy and should definitely get it checked.
I'm a diabetic, but my sugar levels are in control now. I exercise regularly and eat healthy, and because of this, I'm totally off insulin and I lead a normal, healthy, beautiful life.
Early diagnosis and treatment are key to prevent some of the problems that you might face with diabetes.
Now, a lot of people don't go to the doctor because they're scared of what the doctor might tell them.
But today, we saw a case of Kavita Jain, who despite having diabetes is leading such a normal life. So, if you have a family history of diabetes or any of the signs that we discussed today on our show, please go to your doctor and get yourself checked out.
See you next week on another health segment. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy.